Well, as you saw in the title and the thumbnail, we're going to do an attack on a Titan here in WORLDBOX. And we're going to try to make it as close as possible to that wall, alright? Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get to the video. Let's start by erasing this island that we don't want, because we're going to have to create our own. Let's get rid of the lives that are here in the sea as well. I'll just tidy things up a bit here, alright? Let's make our island. I'm going to make our island with this forest right here, a forest biome. I'm gonna make this round shape here more or less like this. Look, that's good enough. And now we're gonna build the walls. I'll try to make them as close as possible to what they are, but I don't think they'll turn out as perfectly round and neat as they are in the anime, right? But let's go. Let's try to do it here. I'll take it more or less like this. Look, try to make it round. Look, it's already taking shape. I'm almost managing to make a perfect circle, but it won't be that perfect. It's almost perfect, but it's good. Now we're going to make the second layer of the wall. I think the second one here won't turn out so well, but that's okay. Look, doing it just like this. Nice. And now the last one where the kings will stay, right? We do it more or less like this here. Look. Now we're going to add those little things that are here. Look, I think it's more or less like this. It's been a while since I watched the anime, so my memory isn't that weak, but I believe it's something more or less like this. Look. It got dark, that's not a problem. I'll change it later. Here, is there a way to make it even smaller, to make it thinner? There is. Let's make it thinner here. Let's do this part here too. The top part is missing. Alright, I think it looks a bit similar. I'll put the photo there for you to see how it is and how it turned out for us. I think it's pretty similar. Let me take this ivy out of the darkness here, otherwise it's going to mess up our video. Let's put it in the era of hope. And alright, now we're going to start putting the classes from the poorest to the richest, which will be the kings. So for that, we're going to put some humans in this area here. Just a little bit, 1 or 2 here. Let's put some here too. And the kings, I'll put a few. And alright, how are we going to divide this? This part here of the first wall, they're only going to get stone. That's basically it. I'm going to put a little bit of stone, it's not going to be much either. These ones here are a little more fortunate, let's put it that way. We put some mithril here for them, but not too much. Just this amount is good enough. And now let's put adamantine for the kings, who are the richest, right? Obviously. Now let's increase it a little here. I know it's really small, but that's the point of the game. We're just going to redo what happened in the attack on a Titan. Taking advantage of the moment, I'm going to put Oni here. Is Oni a Shokan? Because we don't have giants, right? The Titans, let's put it that way. I think I'm going to put a Shokan here. Is it pronounced Shokan? Shokan. I don't know. I think I'm going to put this guy here because he looks more like a Titan than anything else here. Oni is for something else, Demon Slayer. But since we're here in Attack on Titan, let's try to put this Shokan here, which I think is the closest thing to a Titan. So that's it. Let's let them evolve here for a bit. Let me just increase the speed too. It's already at 5 actually. Let's see how they're going to behave here. Speaking of which, I'm going to put some food here for them so they don't starve too, but not too much. Because since this bottom row is the poorest, I'm not going to give them that much food because it's supposed to follow that lineage, right? Due to lack of money, they go hungry. In the middle, we put more and fill it up. Here, they've taken all the ore. So I'm adding more for them, and here too. I'll give a quick pass here. The residents in the first wall will get stones, which doesn't necessarily mean they'll get other weapons, right? Because it spawns randomly too, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's let them evolve there, and we'll be back in a bit, okay? We're back, and now let's take a look at how each wall turned out here in our Attack on Titan experiment. Let's start here, right? With the less fortunate ones, right? Let's take a look here. In general, they built 2 meals here side by side to produce food for them. This was quite interesting. They definitely solved the hunger problem, right? Let's check if there's more. They made a lot. They made about 3 here. Look, that's what I could see. They made 3. When it comes to houses, they managed to progress up to here quickly. Man, they're pretty advanced here for someone who only had stone, right? As an initial mineral base. And now let's take a look at how their weaponry situation is here. They must definitely have something stronger than stone, right? No, I think they only have stone here, right? I only sent stone to them here. As you can see, the only minerals they have here are stone. They must have something else, right? Or is it really just stone? I think it's just stone. Look there, it's just stone. Alright, let's check how they're doing here in terms of hunger. I hadn't looked at that yet. Hunger is at 33%. This is a bad thing, because they built a lot of mills here that, whether they wanted to or not, were supposed to produce food for them. But it didn't produce. Look, they've advanced to iron. Not all of them are hungry either. This one has 80% hunger, man. It's fine, man. I think it's fine. And they managed to advance to iron. For sure, some iron must have spawned here. Look, as you can see, this is iron. So, for sure, it must have spawned and they must have collected some, right? But that's great. Look, their army's down here. Most of them are all iron too. And stone, right? So, man, they're even advancing to iron, bro. That's cool. I really liked it. Look, this one must be the leader, right? It can't be otherwise, man. It's all shiny here. Let me see who their leader is, right? It's Igun, it's this guy right here, man. He only has 160 health. But alright, he has boots, armor, helmet, axe, all made of iron, man. Except for the boots here, which are bronze. That's awesome. I liked it, man. And their resources are pretty strong. They have common metals, stone, which was basically what they had the most of, right? Wood and gold. They managed to get gold too. I didn't put gold, man. They have a good stock of food also. So, man, I really liked it here. Their evolution here, man. The first wall up to here. Great. Let's look at the second layer. Now, about the wall, right? Apparently, they must have more resources, right, than the ones below. Let's take a look here. Real quick. They have stone too, man. They're a little hungry. Yeah, I don't know, man. Here, it's definitely just stone, right? From what I can see here, it's just stone. Oh, there's a guy with a bow, a wooden bow, but it's a legendary weapon, whether you like it or not. They also made a windmill here to produce resources, right? Food in this case. The houses here are aesthetically advanced. There are many residents and this tower is really cool. It's really awesome. Let's look at their army, although I don't know where it is. I don't think they even have one. Oh, here they are, tucked away in the corner. Let's take a look, and they have iron too. Man, I put a lot of mithril here for them. I don't know why they didn't take it, right? Let's take a look here. See who their king is. It's poor. He has 170 health. This is kind of worrying, man, because they should have way more. They're all using dirt and wood, right? Let me check out their resources. Look, man, they have mithril. They have more than 999 mithril. And man, looking at their resources, they should have mithril weapons, right? I'm unsure, but I believe their evolution wasn't sufficient for them to acquire mithril for armor crafting. However, that's alright. I won't judge them. Approximately how much time has elapsed here? 3 centuries have passed. They should have used it by now. Let's agree that they should have used it by now, man. Alright, I really enjoyed this. Now let's take a look at the kings. Let's put it this way, at the kings. Let's take a look at one here. And man, look at this. Man, I swear to you guys that I didn't mess with the traits here, okay? The people here are starving, but they have a legendary stone sword. It seems everyone has stone weapons, as there wasn't enough time for much evolution. The swords deal 32 to 40 damage, not considering health factors. Which is pretty good. More than he's furious. Man, why is he furious? In terms of resources, they have adamantine too. And I don't know why they don't use it, man. I really don't know. Someone leave it here in the comments why they didn't get mithril to use here, but everything here is stone or iron. I don't get it at all. This one must be our dear king, right? Let me just take a look to see if that's really it. That's right, Veda. He has 9 children, is that it? Or is it 2? Oh no, it's 2 children. He's at level 9, alright? There's not much to say, because their evolution here was almost nothing, right? Since they're in a small space. Let's see how it's going to work here with the Shokan, because I don't know if they make civilizations. So I'm going to click outside here just to check. So man, we're going to have to wait for them to evolve. Let's see. Oh, they do, man. And now, they also make civilizations. I'm going to let them evolve a bit too. I'll put some here, look. Just so we can see. And they're going to serve as titans. I think that's pretty interesting, man. Look, they have 140 health. Okay, let's let them evolve here too. And then we'll come back. We're back, and let's take a look at how the Shokan have evolved here, man. Let's click on a random one here. And he's all made of iron, huh? Wow, Kaka is dealing 32 damage, man. What's that? Look at that, man. How cool. Look at their houses, dude. Really awesome, huh? Wow, they're really leveled up. Look at this. But alright, man, when it comes to the aesthetics of the houses, they're really cool, dude. Look, check this out. They have a lot of armies, huh? I think there's going to be a big problem here for the humans, man. But just like in the anime, they're not gonna let it slide, right? So yeah, and there's a slow guy here. What's that? Alright, wow, they're really strong. Look, there's an adamantine guy here, huh? Wow, Shokan managed to get the adamantine, and the humans didn't. Speaking of which, let's click here just to check, man. It's not possible that... okay, now it makes sense. Look, do you know why they managed to get the adamantine? It's not just about time. I allowed them to evolve for nearly 1,000 years here. It's almost reaching 1,000, but I put lakes here, which I think influenced it. I don't know if it really influenced it like overnight, you know? But it helped. They're not just made of iron now, right? There are some crazy ones here, but we can't do anything about it. I think most of them are holding up now, though. So look, I think that was the problem. There wasn't a lake here. I don't know why. Somehow it helped. I put the lake here just to see, and man, they started building. I think they needed water to make the tool. I don't know, man. Leave it in the comments if you know more about WORLDBOX than I do. But now they're almost all with adamantine here. Look, everyone has adamantine. Cool. Awesome. Let's get to what matters now. We're going to open the first wall, and it's going to be now. No more stalling. Now there's no more stalling. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, man, because it takes a lot of work to record this kind of video. Seriously, let's open the first one here using this. Look, let's open it here. I'm going to make a pretty big space. Let me make this thing bigger. If it breaks there, it's no problem. Here's what I'm going to do. I don't think they're going to attack each other right away, but I'm going to open this region and start a rumor of war here. Look, wow, they are... Wow, damn, this is really strong, okay? Alright, let's throw them against the front line. Let's see how this goes. Let me lower this to see if it zooms in, or maybe even set it to 2 here, because I want to see it a bit faster too. Look at the fight happening here. Wow, I'm going to have to lower it a bit. Look at how their fight is going here, huh? Man, the Shokan here are managing to evolve. Wow, they've already gotten inside. Let's call them Titans. The Titans are already invading the front line here, man. Wow, look, that was devastating, okay? They're going to wreck and knock everything down here now, I think. Look at this. They're attacking from outside, causing devastating damage. It's really wrecking everything. There's no way. Let me show you like this for a better view. Yeah, the first line is already gone. Look, they went over it too. Yeah, humans won't make it. Unfortunately, it won't work. The video will be short after this, but that's okay. There's nothing we can do about it. In the initial episodes, humans inevitably get devoured. It's beyond our control. Let's cut the other line here to see how it's going to work. Let's do it again here. Do you think we'll need to make a war rumor again? I think so, right? So let's make a war rumor again. Let's take their line here, and let's take the second line of the wall. Let's watch this happen a bit slower. It's going way too fast. Let's move back a little because it's too loud as well. Bro, look at how much... I don't know, man. I don't know if this is going to work. Bro, just look. It's really devastating. Do you think the kings here can handle it, man? There are only a few of them, but there's nothing they can do. There are too many Titans. Yeah, there's no way to beat them, man. They're all made of adamantium, because they killed the first one, right? The first wall, everyone was killed, so they take all their equipment too, and they end up getting stronger, right? But, okay, there's nothing to do. This is devastating. Look at this. They're going over the top too, see? You have to be careful because they're coming from above. They have a really good strategy, coming from above and below. That way they wipe out the village quickly. And now we have just over 10, 15 kings here. Is that it? Let's see if the kings will be able to defeat them, right? Let's start another war rumor because I don't think they'll attack without the rumor. Let's get these here and let's attack them, the kings, right? They're on standby. Let's see how this will work. The kings seem stronger, so let's see if it'll really work. They're hitting hard too. Look, they're taking them down. They're really strong too. But let's see if that's going to be enough, right? Look, the breaking here, look. There are numerous titans present, making it impossible to withstand. All the humans, including the kings, are here as well. They are successfully defeating the titans, demonstrating their exceptional strength. Look at that. They managed to defend their island. Like it or not, they defended their wall. And now they're moving further back here, like to their lower wall. And they're laying down the law here too, look. Yeah, look, like it or not, they defeated them, see? They're all just chilling here. And that was it, right? They're going outside the wall now. So I'm going to declare it a victory for them here. And whether you like it or not, they're winning. Man, they're easily defeating the titans here. The kings are really kings, man. They're really kicking ass. Let me turn on V-Sync here to see if it's a little faster and if they destroy all the villages here. But I don't think so, man. I think they will. Will they? Man, I'm even going to put it on Sonic speed. Let's see this a little faster so we can see if the humans are really going to wipe out all the titans here, since there are only a few left. There aren't many, right? It's just a few, not many. I can't believe this. Let me check if that's it. Yeah, I don't think so. They're gonna get wrecked. Look at this. Ah, I don't know about that, huh? Let me put it here to see how many there are. Not alliances, but something else. I'll put it here. Look, where is it? I forgot where to stay. They're starting to grow their civilizations, but I don't think it's going to work. However, I'll declare victory for the kings anyway since they protected their island, whether intentionally or not. There are 60 here. And they're really strong, man. Whether you like it or not, the titans can't invade this place here. It's the last layer where the kings stay. Yeah, exactly. There's no way they can invade this area here. And that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. The kings managed to hold back the titans, whether you like it or not. But the two lines of the wall. The situation was a failure, but the kings managed to handle it, although it was a bit greedy on their part. The first two lines of the wall couldn't be helped. Those with money have the advantage, but what can be done about it? Money is power. Hope you enjoyed the video. If so, leave a like. See you next time.